Hey guys, we are back with some more San Jose Sharks franchise mode, and we're once again in a very not so good position because, as you can see, we are 4 points behind first, but we're also 1 point out of a playoff spot, so not ideal. We're going to try to improve that. We're going to try to get ahead of, well, hopefully everybody in the Pacific Division, but I'll settle for a divisional spot for right now, as opposed to a wild card. So what I've done, I've edited the strategies quite a bit. 3-on-3 offense was on aggressive before, so I set it to standard. Offensive pressure, I'm pretty sure, was on aggressive as well. I set that to standard. I'm not taking any chances here. I'm letting our skilled players cycle a little bit more, looking for good shots. They're not using as much energy, so they can maybe be out there a little bit more. And then as you go down in the forward lines, the energy increases gradually until line 4, where it is maxed out right there. And then defensive pairings. The first defense pair of McAvoy and Hannafin is going to shoot a lot, since McAvoy naturally shoots a lot. He gets like 350 shots a season. And then D pair 3 and 4, or 3 and 4, no, 2 and 3, are going to be holding the line a little bit more and cycling with the forwards. So that'll be that's it for that. Let's go on with the season now and see if we can right this ship, because it's once again not looking so great. Maybe last season was a little bit of a fluke. You never know. So we're gonna go another 2 weeks here up until after the game against Anaheim. Let's see what these changes do for us, if anything. And there's 2 wins to start off right off the bat. Let's see if we can continue that 2-1 win-loss ratio. That'd be awesome. San Jose, if you could do that for me. So we're gonna go defenseman 3 weeks in America, sure. And there's a shootout loss, 4-3 loss. Oh, come on, boys. 3-0 loss. Oh dear. Okay, that didn't help. What do we gotta do? I mean, we're in a better spot. I guess Vegas has been losing more than we've been losing. I don't know what's going on in this division. This is a very weird year for the San Jose Sharks. Koliakovo's stopped producing, actually, compared to what he was doing before. So maybe we should put it back to shooting instead of cycle. Yeah. Richie's 27 goals. Yeah, I'll just leave the first line strategies the way they were. I just wanted to get the depth scoring going, you know? So I'll leave the depth alone, but I'll go back into strategies here and set them to shoot more, because that's what I had for the first line before. And I'll set them to a little bit more energy. And yeah. Let's hope that works. Let's go up to the trade deadline, I guess. And if we're still not in a great position, then we might have to make a trade. No, we're definitely gonna have to make a trade, because this is a clown show right here. This, with the amount of inconsistency this team has had. All right, come on, boys. Soderstrom for second. Nope. All right. We're starting to win a little bit more. Can we keep it going, though? That's the important thing. Shootout loss. We got a point out of that, but followed up by a 3-1 loss. Okay. So we're a very streaky team this year. I can, as you guys can probably tell. Let's see. Overtime loss. All right, got a point. 5-1 win. Nice. All right. So, 34, 25, and 4. That is good enough for, let's see, what is it going to be? It's good enough for second in the division. So we're in a much better spot than we were at the beginning of the episode. So I think I'll keep the strategies the same. But it's a very tight race. If we start going on an extended losing streak at the end of the season, we could very well not make the playoffs. So let's see here. Koliakovo, 53 points. Richie with 33 goals so far in the season. That's good. But we're not getting too much depth scoring. Wiseman, I'd like him to do a little bit more. Couturier, maybe if he could do a little bit more as well. McAvoy, that's not his strongest effort, I would say. He needs to get back to his form from last year and the year before. Johnson's doing all right. Keller, I wish we would get a little bit more out of him as well, especially for being paid $9.1 million, but he is on the second line, so maybe we should shake up the first and second line. I don't know. I feel like at the same time, though, the first line's working well. But I do want to get more out of Keller. So maybe I double shift him on the power play instead of Kolyakov. I don't know. Just throwing ideas out there. So, yeah, Mahler and Montembeault, I mean, they're doing their jobs. I can't blame goaltending here. 927 and 921. I mean, Montembeault only has 2 wins. So not sure what to think about that, but it's probably not his fault. He's got a 921 save percentage. That should be good enough for his skaters to get it done for him. And let's see, forwards. I think what if yeah, okay. We might not be getting as much scoring as I'd hope from the defense. Like maybe Cam Fowler could be producing a little bit more. Only 16 points on the season so far. Maybe get one more offensive defenseman at the trade deadline, and which it is the trade deadline right now. So let's see if we can look around the league for a good offensive defenseman with low trade value and a low salary preferably. So Werenski, nope. Doughty's an 85, but he's probably got a high salary. Well, he'd be a good rental for sure. He's got 44 points on the season so far. What would be the price for Drew Doughty from Vancouver? Is Vancouver willing to give him up? Probably not, but let's take a look what we can do here. Maybe we give up Fowler. Yeah, because he's dropping. If you could get someone who's dropping, you may as well get someone who's producing well anyway. Let's see. So maybe... Hold on. How good is Doughty defensively? Yeah, I would imagine he's pretty good, but I want to compare him to Fowler here. Yeah, he's pretty much the same as Fowler is defensively. Got better poise, actually, as well. Lesser discipline. But let's see. How many penalty minutes does Doughty have? Only 10. Yeah. I don't think that's a big deal. Wait, was that in the playoffs last year, or no? That's regular season. Okay, I don't know why I was thinking playoffs. There's multiple glitches in this game that show the playoff stats when they're not supposed to. So let's see if maybe we include Safronov. Would they want Safronov? How many goaltender prospects do they have? They don't really have any prospects, any good prospects. They have Demko, but he's 30 years old, so they might want a good prospect in Safronov. Might be able to make this work. And again, Doughty's a rental player. He's making 7.8, and he's probably not going to be making that much next year, as he's already 36. He's dropping. So let's see. Maybe we'll include a 4th round pick in there as well, just to sweeten the deal for Vancouver. I mean, I would think that's a fair deal in real life, right? A 45-point score, effectively, on defense for another solid defenseman, 2-way defenseman in Cam Fowler, and then have a goaltender prospect and a 4th round pick. I like how that sounds. Yeah. Let's try to make this trade. Rejected. Okay. Bit off with the value. Okay. So maybe what if we included, we'll go a 4th and a 5th, because it said we were only a bit off. I don't know if a 5th is going to solve that, but we'll try it. Nope, did not want to add anything else. I wanted to propose trade. Let's see. We just aren't all that interested in what you're offering, even though it's quite close to fair value. Okay, so maybe we'll include a 2nd instead of a 4th and a 5th. Wouldn't mind doing that at this point in the GM mode. Proposed trade. There we go. Trade accepted. So we have another right-handed offensive defenseman in Drew Doughty. Hopefully he'll be good for our playoff push. I mean, I would imagine so. And we will slot him in right there. And then, of course, we have Cernak in reserves if we need him. But I like the way Barahowski is playing so far. I mean, he's only got 2 points on the season. He's only got +2. But he's doing solid. 78 hits. He's showing his physical presence. I like that out of a rookie defenseman. And yeah, that'll be, I think, about it for this. I think that's gonna push us over the edge. I really think that'll put us in first. That was a good trade. So we will go past the trade deadline now at this point, and we'll just hope for the best. Because I mean, what else has really worked out for us in this GM mode, right? Besides last year. All right, let's see. Sim up to April 1st. Nice win against Colorado. And we're off to a good start after the trade deadline. There's an overtime loss, so we got a point out of that. And there was an Eastern Conference game. 9-1 win. Nice, boys. But I don't want to see too many of these ugly losses like 6-3. I mean, not that the amount of goals that you lose by matters anyway, but the reason I'm focused on that is because I'm hoping that's not a sign of things to come in the playoffs. Like, I'm hoping we don't get blown out. It's not going to be like an offensive explosion of a series. And we continue to be going back and forth here. Really have no idea what kind of team the San Jose Sharks are this year. 7-4. And then we're getting games like 9-1. So yeah, this team's identity is nowhere to be found. But we are in the playoffs, which is good news. We have clinched at this point. So again, that's good. But really don't know what the identity of this team is. This is Kolyakovo with 71 points. Richie with a 40-goal season. Very nice. And he only has 19 assists. And then McLeod with 59. Doughty with 54. So he got 10 points on our squad. Not bad. Clayton Keller with 48 points. Would have liked to see him do a little bit more this year, but he got a 25-goal season. I'm all right with it. McAvoy with 47. Johnson with 40. And you know what? I may as well wait until the end of the season to keep checking the stats here. And we'll, just complete it anyway since we're already in the playoffs. And yeah, go past Philly. 2-1 win against Dallas. Come on, let's go into playoffs on the right note. There you go. Nice win against Nashville. Excuse me. We'll go Russia for defenseman. 3 weeks. And let's see against Philly. 3-1 loss. Okay. So 44, 33, and 5 is our final season record. We have clinched a playoff spot. We are third in the division. Only 2 points behind first in the Los Angeles Kings. So it was a very competitive division this year with the amount of losses everyone was racking up. As we'll continue down here, I believe we left off with Raquel, 40 points. Hannafin, 31. Couturier, 30. Wiseman, 27. He was a little bit underwhelming, but I'd like him to do better next year. Shen, 23. Lowry, 19. Bernarski, 19. I believe that's a career high for Anthony Bernarski, is it not? Yeah, it is. 19 points. Plus 11, a career high for Bernarski as well. He has a short-handed point as well. So that's not a bad season for Anthony Bernarski right there. And then Yuri Nichushkin seems to be an assist man as well. 18 points, 16 assists. Deneau with 13 points, and then Plus with 4, and then Barahowski with 2. And yeah, let's check out hits and shots as well. Kind of interested to see that. So McAvoy didn't shoot as much this season as he has in seasons past, because as you see, 373, only 318. That, I believe that is a career low going back to his rookie year where he had 277. So let's take a look at hits and faceoffs. Bunch of stats I want to check out here. So McLeod did well in the faceoffs, 55 or 54.5. And then Couturier, 35.53. I'm so tired. 0.6. I really shouldn't be making a video right now. Philip Deneau with 51.4. And then Ricard Raquel at a 50.2. And then hits, Hannafin, McLeod, McAvoy, Couturier, Shen, Koliakovo, Richie. They're all up there. So all of our top players are also physical players, which is nice to see. And then blocks, let's see. Plus, McAvoy, all the defensemen, yep. Vernarski, Doughty, Hannafin, Barahowski. So we have definitely got a good core. I believe this roster can get it done. It's just a matter of, actually getting it done in the playoffs, when it actually counts. So, goaltenders, 925 save percentage for Mahler, cannot complain. Montembeault, 918. Wish he got more wins, but I'll take it. At least we're in the playoffs. If we're in the playoffs, then I honestly can't complain about anything now, can I? But still some things that could be improved on in the playoffs for sure. Goals for per game, only 2.6. So we basically did the bare minimum, what we needed to do for getting into the playoffs in terms of goal scoring. But we have the lowest goals against average per game in our division, so that's good. And then power play. The power play is clicking 21%, so those changes we made were definitely pretty good. And then the penalty kill as well, 84.2. I mean, our special teams are solid. They're really solid. It's just we can't, for some reason, keep consistent. So we'll make line changes in the playoffs if we have to, but I really like the way this roster is right now. And I would prefer not to have to change it going into next season, although we probably will have to, given the contracts we have coming up in, I believe Vernarski's coming up, he's probably going to want like 6 mil, and Mahler coming up, he's going to want 11 mil at least. So that'll be about it for this one. And let's see who we have in the playoffs to finish off the episode. And we'll call it a day after that. So advanced day, let's see what we have. One more day, maybe? One more day? Come on, game. Show us who we have. We have the Calgary Flames. Okay. So, in the playoffs, we have Florida versus Tampa, Carolina versus Ottawa. Don't switch on me now. Boston versus Montreal. Columbus versus Washington. Come on. And then we have LA versus Vegas. Nashville versus Minnesota. Colorado versus St. Louis, and your San Jose Sharks versus the Calgary Flames. So guys, I'll see you in the next one, and let's hope for a good playoff run this year, because we haven't had a good playoff run at all in this series so far. See you guys in the next one.